Hello everyone, I'm Connor Ashley. I'm a financial minimalist, and 6 months ago I made the difficult decision to sell just about everything I own. That includes all my furniture, decor, everything. When I made the video about living in one suitcase, I meant it. 6 months later, and we have moved to our new house, which I'm about to show you. And after selling everything, I feel a lot freer, happier, and less weighed down both by heavy-ass furniture and figuratively. With this tour, hopefully you can see that you don't need all of this furniture, decor, and things like that to make a space look nice and put together. And honestly, you'll feel so much better and happier when you come home to a space that isn't full of clutter or bulky furniture, and you'll actually feel a lot freer when you see a nice clean slate. I find that where I live and my space has a big impact on my happiness, and if you've ever felt like going into a room and immediately overwhelmed and stressed by all the clutter, all the things, then this video is for you, because I have felt the exact same way. And I bought so much furniture and decor and things that just clutter up a space along with all my personal items, and it makes me feel overwhelmed and stressed. And now I don't feel that way. Not only am I not spending copious amounts of money trying to make a place look nice or put together, full of furniture, different things like that, but I'm also not having to deal with the clutter and the claustrophobic feel of all of that. So I'm saving money, and I get to come home to a nice clean slate that makes me feel happier and lighter, and I'm not overwhelmed or stressed, and it doesn't ruin my day every time I see the mess or the clutter or things that just fill up a space. Although I made the decision to literally sell everything I own, just about, minimalism isn't about getting rid of everything. What it's about is having your necessities, not having more than you need, and picking the few things that you really do love and cherish. In that way, those couple of items are going to make you so much more happy than having just a lot of things. So with this house tour, I hope that you can get some inspiration. You'll get to see where I live, and hopefully get some ideas for your own home and help you make the move towards minimalism. Normally I would say don't get anything furnished, but in the area we're at, everything is furnished, so it doesn't really have an effect on the pricing. And here we go. This is my minimalist house tour. Okay, so this is the entryway. So as you can see, we have the door here. I love a black door, really good statement piece. And that's an easy way to sort of change your space, is with paint, because it's cheap and it doesn't take up any space. So yeah, so as you can see, come in, we have our little key hook here. Another thing that we absolutely love are tapestries and textiles like drapes, rugs, tapestries, things like this can really bring a lot of life to a space. And they're affordable, easily movable, so you can take them with you, roll them up into a little ball, and it takes up the entire wall. So you don't need to buy all these frames and all these things to cover up one wall. You just have the tapestry here, and you're good to go. Alrighty, so right off the entryway here, we have this metal door here, which I think is pretty cool, and it leads to our laundry room. It's a huge laundry room. We now come into our kitchen. I love this kitchen. When we moved in, it was brand new appliances, all fully remodeled. The backsplash is super cute, yet everything's very simple, white and black, and stainless steel appliances. As you can see, we don't have a lot of appliances. I know people just collect appliances that they never use. I have a coffee maker, and I have an air fryer that doubles as like an oven, and it's very fancy. So we use that usually when we bake something. We don't use the big oven or anything like that. We just don't need to. And then I have my coffee maker, my Splenda, a couple of decorations, and that's it. We don't have blenders that we use once every, month. We don't have those things. You don't need those things. If you use it once every 2 or 3 months, you don't need it. Go buy yourself a smoothie. They have smoothies at the grocery store. Go buy one. You don't need to spend $30 on a blender that's just gonna take up space on your counter, okay? We're super lucky because we have this nice bar here, and so it doubles as like a dining room table. So we don't need a dining room table because we have the bar. So that's a good way to use something, because it's a counter that I can cook on, but it's also a bar and I don't need to lug around a heavy dining room table. Another good way to decorate your space is with functional things. So like this is a placemat, right? But it's also a decoration. Look how cute that is. Don't you love it? If you don't, that's all right. Again, like my paper towel holder. Look how cute this is, right? Like this wood with the metal, it's super cute, cute decoration, and it's functional because it holds your damn paper towels. So when you start to think about like decorating your space, get things that serve a purpose and look nice, because then you don't have to buy all these decoration pieces that just clutter up your space. So again, the only things we brought with us were some of the decorations. So you can see we have like the macrame things. Those are tiny little things that we can just roll up easily. And then we have these from Amazon, I think, or Etsy or something. And they're just prints of like plants. So simple, easy. I can take them off, put them into a little notebook. We're good to go. Okay, so now we have the living room. One thing that I notice with a lot of people is that they just clutter up their living room with furniture that they don't need. Newsflash, you don't need a sectional if you're a family of 4. You don't need it, all right? What I have is this couch that's honestly too big. I'm sitting at one end, and my partner's all the way at the other end. This is us holding hands like that. So it's even too big. If it's 2 of you, all you need is a damn love seat. Get a love seat that you really, really like, as opposed to a sectional, a chaise, a love seat, a chair. You don't need it all. I have a sofa, a coffee table, and then this TV stand here. It's a decor piece. Now it's a side table. See that? Functional decor, people. And the one thing that is mine here is this basket. Isn't that cute? You can just fold it right up, put it in your suitcase, good to go. Put a plant in there. I don't know. Put whatever you want in your basket. Again, it's functional. You can put blankets in it. You can put all your that you don't need in it, because it's now a decor piece and a functional living piece here. Oh God, I am out of breath because I'm so passionate about the living room, because people just put so much furniture in the living room when there's 2 of you or 4 of you. You don't need it all right? Again, with the textiles, look how cute these drapes are. Look how cute these drapes are. Functional decor, people. Look at these. With these stripes here, cute, right? It's functional. Now off the kitchen, off the living room, this big open space here, we have the bedrooms here, the spare bedrooms. Normally I would say you don't need a space this big. I have 4 bedrooms. Do you know what these bedrooms do? They just sit here. Nobody's ever gonna go in them. Unless I have guests coming over, then it's nice. But for the most part, these are empty. I've lived here for 2 weeks. You know how many times I've been in these rooms? Never! I'm going in them right now, so let's see. So here we are in the first spare bedroom. Again, there's nothing in here. There's a bed. What do you do in a bedroom? You sleep, right? I got 2 side tables so that, I don't know, you can put your water or your phone somewhere. And then look at this. A basket. Big fan of baskets, people. This basket can hold things like linens, like towels, and it's cute. We have this tapestry here. The tapestry takes up the whole wall, so I don't need to buy a million things or pictures to put on this wall because I have the tapestry. Look how cute these drapes are. Tell me these drapes are cute. Look at that. You have too many things. I hate to break it to you. You got too many things. See? Beautiful drapage. Again, don't get a space that is too big. You don't need it. Look. That was probably the first and last time I'll be going in that room for months. Here's another room on the other side. Don't think I'd forget the basket. Remember, these baskets aren't even mine. They just came with the place. How cute is that? Got the drapes, linen, textiles, classy, people. Class it up. And look, they were probably not that expensive. They're not mine. They came with the place. Tapestry here. Now, look at that. It's so put together, and there ain't nothing in it. Let me close this damn window. Let me tell you, we have really only ever lived in studios or small one-bedroom apartments. And the only reason I'm in this giant 2,000 square foot house is because it was half the price of the studio, and nothing else was as cute. This I actually use sometimes because I don't want to walk all the way upstairs, so I use this bathroom here. Look at the yellow tile. It's like I'm in Spain. Cute, right? Just a bathroom. There's no decorations in there because the tile speaks for itself, people. Remember, paint, textiles, you're good to go. This is my studio. Remember this? On my videos? It's very echoey in here. I'm aware it's echoey, people. I'm working on it. It will not be echoey for that much longer. 90% of all the decor and furniture that I have is in that studio. So that looks nice for you. See how thoughtful I am? Oh my God. So I would move outside, but it's hot. So I'll just tell you about outside. Again, there's so much furniture out there that I would never use. This house was made for more people, and the people who furnished it and rented it to me obviously thought that a family would be living here. So, and then you can see it's a ginormous backyard. I don't know what to do with all the backyard space. It's huge. It's like a Whole Foods out there. You got a mango tree, you got plantains, you got bananas, you got avocados, limes, what else is there? Papayas. Do I like fruits and vegetables? Not particularly, but if you did, great, here's a Whole Foods for you. Look at that. Now you're saving money because you don't have to go to Whole Foods to buy anything. It's just right there. This video was not sponsored by Whole Foods. It was sponsored by my backyard. And it's huge. I got a dog. She can't even run all that way. She'd die of heat exhaustion. So it's nice to have a backyard, but I don't need that big of a backyard, but sure it's nice. And if you like fruits and vegetables, hey, move on in. I got 2 extra bedrooms I've never even been in. So, okay, so now we come to my spiral staircase. Makes me feel like Rapunzel or something. And honestly, it's like I'm in Mykonos because you have all the white concrete. It's pretty cute. And it's great because I don't like people. So when people come to visit, they can stay down here in all their bedrooms, and then I'm on a different level of the house, which leads to the master. So let's go take a look. Alrighty, so now we're in the master bedroom. I bet you can guess what's in here. A bed and 2 bedside tables, and that's it. Actually, there is a bench here, which again is a functional decor piece. So you have a bench that you can sit on, and it looks cute. Now, have I ever actually sat on the bench? Absolutely not. But it's nice to know that I have it, and I didn't furnish the place, so if it was my place, I probably wouldn't even have the bench, to be honest. And then we have a balcony. You know, I could put furniture up there, but it's not like I hang out on that balcony. I'll go out, look at the trees, but it's hot. It's hot. It's nice and air conditioned in here. Well, not currently, and that's why I'm sweating, but usually it's air conditioned in here, and I can still enjoy the outdoors with these huge windows. So there's not a lot of things that I spend money on. One of them would be a king bed. Thankfully, this place had a king bed. I had a king bed back in my old place, and that's worth it to me. And again, it takes up the room, so now you don't have to have as much furniture. It still makes the room feel, put together and like it has things in it. Alrighty guys, well this was my minimalist house tour. I hope you guys learned some things and got some ideas for your own house. Trust me, once you take the step and just get rid of everything, sometimes you just gotta start all over again. And remember, just get things that you're actually gonna use. And then as far as decor goes, just get pieces that are functional that you can also use, but that look nice. And I'd rather spend money on one thing that I really like and that I know I'm gonna use, as opposed to buying tons of things that I'm not really gonna use and I don't like that much. Alrighty, if you have made it this far, comment down below how much you think I pay every single month for this place, or let me know in wherever you live how much would a place like this cost? I'm really interested in real estate and different things like that, so I'd love to hear what you guys think. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content on minimalism, personal finance, real estate, and investing. And I'll see you guys in the next one.